Alright. We are back right where we picked up. Just gonna drop some stuff here that we're not gonna get stacked. It's not gonna get stacks. Get some light on this guy. Yes. The glorious smelt animation. Oops. Okay, well now I know how to get more stone. I'm going to back up a little bit so I can look at the recipes here without getting freaking killed. So, yeah, normally when you mine it, you get a little bit of chance of iron dust, stones. It's treated just as stone is. There should be something that shows that, right? Or a dictionary. Yeah, so it just counts as stone. Can be used as stone. Thought I heard something. Using stone in most ways, not always, but most ways. If we pulverize it, it turns into black stone. Probably also what we can do is get the hammer out, and we can probably hammer this. No. I doubt it. We can try. No, nothing. Okay. Never mind. We might be able to hammer a regular stone then? I'm not sure. I guess probably what we want to do is click cobblestone and just see how it's made. So we can macerate it, pulverize it. We don't have either of those. Okay, that's it. I'm kind of surprised there's no recipe for hammering it. Oh! Oh, shit. Well, we'll have 7. That'll help us make at least a grindstone. Okay. So we got our 2 chests. I mean, technically, I guess we've got more stone than we think anyways. Is there an extra spot? Oh. We want a ton of this stuff because we never want to come back. I mean, we do want to come back, but yeah. We don't want to have to make too many trips because it's so far away. Forgot, there's one other thing we can grab. So I'm going to move this a little closer so we can drop stuff easier. Alright, one other thing we can grab. Does this turn into? Does these always turn into? No, it doesn't. What else was I going to say that we can grab? Oh, elevators. This is the elevator block. Can't grab it like that. These let us teleport vertically at the cost of experience. So I drop that there, drop that there. You see we're at almost level 9. We lose a bit of XP, but we just teleported. There's one in this building as well. Ooh, I forgot this ceiling also crashes. Alright. Do I get anything from breaking gravel with the pickaxe? No. Okay, huge fan of the lava crystal now. And then we want to end at some point with a multiple of 4 of graveyard soil. Because of reasons. This is submit, this is submit. Okay. Now that we've submitted that, yeah, we want to get our multiple of 4. Just to say 2 more. Wait, yeah, 2 more. Wait a minute, can I just... Oh my god! Okay, well that's what we want graveyard soil for, is we want to melt it into consecrated soil, because this gets us plant balls, which give us a bunch of water, and this also will give us dirt in a different way, in a later processing step. So yeah, graveyard soil heals the undead, consecrated soil will burn the undead. This is so extremely base that I can just break this for consecrated. Oh my god. And it's a 1-for-1 too. That's insane. It'd be great if we had a little more speed. Alright, well now I don't care about getting a multiple of 4 of graveyard, because I'll just get a multiple of 4 of consecrated. And I'll beat it. Alright. Running time. I can also stop by this trap over here to show you guys what a twig trap looks like. Or rather, what it looks like when it actually goes off. The chest's pretty far away because I definitely don't want them breaking. I'll split them up too because I definitely don't want them breaking. Alright, let's hope we don't lose all of our items. Probably just gonna go for these. Oh, yep. Nope. I wasn't expecting that. And that is a twig trap. That is why I avoid them. But once the dust settles, usually we can pick up some goodies, including another piece of sand. So then, 2. All right. Sweet. Got a little bit of free stuff, a little bit of free sand, no sticks, but that's how it goes. And we're of course sprint jumping because we have a terrible slowness effect while holding. Like, I'm not shifting. This is me shifting or crouching. We have a terrible slowness effect while holding dollies. And it gets worse and worse the more full they are. So just going like this makes everything a lot faster. Alright. Almost back to base. Now we're going to have more chests. One we can just dump all of our dust stuff into. pretty much we're not really going to have to worry about storage so much anymore. Oh, I see, said the blind man. Hold on. Do that. 7. Drop that back there. Start class. Drop it there. Still open this. Okay. Drop some of that. That. Gun magazine, we'll throw that in there. Take this back out, this back out. All this we can just throw into an actual chest now. Might start throwing things back, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Completely unfair statement to make, but you know how it is. Okay. Kicking ass and taking names at the moment. Throw these in here, and then we're going to take, I think it was this one? Yes. No. Close enough. Dump everything that we can get from melting. Technically that too. Alright. This is my little trick for just not having to worry about throwing things, just looking through my inventory to find stuff. Alright, and then you throw back over there. Honestly, how about this? A little weird, but we'll do the classic of organic things on the bottom. And yes, I know the potato isn't organic, but it's GMO. Alright. Sweet, anything else I need to remove? Sand I'll drop off. Beautiful start, beautiful start. Oh, what else is in here? I also noticed, oh, you can't throw stuff, okay. Every so often the bag will glitch and you can end up throwing things or you can end up deleting things in other ways. Beats me how or why, but the only one that's consistent is shift clicking in items. Sometimes. It's shift clicking stacked items. Yeah, shift clicking stacked items. And then, okay, you can get them back. Alright, what else can we do? So we can get this. Okay. So we've already gotten a bunch of points on this other quest. Let's see, is there anything else here? Farm soil. I think I already went through these. Alright, and then compacting your own dirt. Planets too dry for the barrel method, which is, it's from the classic crash landing where you just put a handful of like organic things in a barrel and it turns into dirt. In this pack, you can do the same thing, but instead of taking, say, 8 rotten flesh, it takes 50. Which, frankly, would kind of be worth it for us. But a barrel takes a lot of wood. And so we will not be doing that, because the only way that we can get wood at the moment is every 9 sticks from those traps we get 1 wooden plank. So yeah. I'm gonna go put the black stone in here. Alright. So that was unholy dirt. You can encounter patches while scavenging. They smell of regret and phosphorescence. Cleansing the dirt. Cleansing is optional but recommended. You treat it with... Oh, where'd it go? My scroll's a little funky. Treat it with stabilizers, rain cycles, or a ritual involving patience and a shovel. I don't know what that means. And then reduces unlucky critters, improves crop morale. It's actually worse than the light that's outside, because mobs will just start jumping on it. It's like a little short, kind of like soul sand is. That makes mobs jump on it, and then they just avoid the fire damage for some reason. It reduces unlucky critters and improves crop morale. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's actually true. That would be kind of based if it's true. And then combine it with neutralizing agents, which we saw is water and bone meal. That gets us the plant ball. And then plant balls tells us the recipe. And this is the main method for getting dirt, as far as I'm aware. I removed that last water bottle. So we might need to quickly make a furnace in order to get some sand to make bottles. Unless we can get bottles from somewhere. Ooh, we could get a bottle from here. But if we pick the jerky, see, jerky's good for this quest and a handful of other quests. Oops. Alright, yeah, I think we just get the furnace. What else can we do? Get some more dust. Man, I'm surprised we even have even more power. That's insane, to be honest. Alright. So we get the furnace. Now this we hook up to our power grid. Usually I like to put it like right around here. Because we have to worry about structural integrity, I'm constantly paralyzed of, or afraid of breaking things. I'm just gonna, you know, scrap some copper. I'm sure the residents won't mind, since they're all deceased. We'll drop them in this corner. No issues. Okay. Alright. We grab you, drop you there to actually connect. Because we can use that insulated wire to make batteries, usually I want to use this uninsulated wire to make connections. we're just gonna, we'll just toss it in a chest. Alright, now we can drop our furnace right here. That should provide structural integrity, so I should be able to just break this. There we go. Alright, now that we've got power, we can make those bottles. The usual uses, at least for me, of glass are making the bottles, and you can switch this dark glass for just actual glass. How good are we on here? I'm going to swap that battery in case I forget for a while. Also, I forgot this day 1. Interesting. It says it makes 2 to 3K per day. So I guess we made it early enough in day 0 that we got a good amount of battery. What I was going to say, I was going to correct myself on the solar panel. Because it costs 2 batteries to buy the solar panel, instead of 4 to 5 days, it actually takes 7 to 10 days to get our money's worth back. Alright, so we got our bottles. We're going to submit that over here. Also going to get a little bit of bone meal to submit. Got a bunch of more quests. This is the one that gives you dirt for other stuff. You just throw it just a ton of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff, and it'll get you a dirt. But I think we actually are probably going to want to go through the plant ball route. Usually I want to do this to get like the first dirt, because the thing with plant balls... Okay, you can't see the recipe in here. The thing with plant balls is that you put them in the fluid transposer, and it's a 50% chance of getting dirt. Gives you a good amount of water, but it costs a ton of power, right, about 1/3 of a battery. 50% chance of dirt, it's kind of rough. So you can get 10 in a barrel. And you can macerate them once we eventually get a macerator. Okay, time to make a plant ball. So it takes a full water bottle, so then we're going to have to... You can fill up water like this. My bad, I thought you couldn't. Okay, well that's a little awkward for what I was saying the other day, but... We'll do that real quick. Just get a quick bottle. Oh, I'm starving. I'm trying to get one of these quests that gives us food. Ooh, 8 water. What wanted the water? I don't remember. Oh, the plant ball wanted water. Yeah. What else do we want? Wanted 4 of this. What was it? Bone meal. Oh my god, wait, that was a lot of bone meal actually. Okay, so we're not going to get that anytime soon, because we got to go digging to get some bone meal. Yeah, I'm slowed because of all the hunger I'm experiencing. Is there any food in here? No. What we can do is we can start growing a leek. Oops. For that. Let me get another sand. So we're going to drop the leak right around here. I have learned from previous experience that we want all of these surrounding blocks to be very solid. Otherwise, water can and will leak out. It's there for now. Easiest way of, well, yeah, let me actually just eat something so I'm not slow. Alright. Grab a couple blocks, drop them in here. Grab a couple blocks, drop them in here. Alright. That there. Oh crap, actually. There's one there. I'm not sure how many blocks, but I had an issue where my water spilled through blocks. And that has since made me very nervous about losing any more water, since water is a precious resource. There's some trick I can do here. Oops. No, I didn't block that one off. Grab that and that. Grab that and that. Okay, so water is going to be sitting here, I believe. So actually I probably didn't need to go so deep. Straight up going to take this one too. Water's going to be at this level, so we want this to break as well. Just good to have blocks just around for stuff like this. Did I make sure I dropped? Okay, yeah. Drop something there, drop something there, drop something there. Alright, so our dirt will go here. Our water will go there. And then we'll do something to cover the water. Probably just dark glass. And this we pick up. I'll drop it over there. Nothing. Okay, nothing red back there. Wait, actually. Seriously, nothing red? That's kind of surprising. What am I grabbing? New glass. What's it say? It can be colored. Alright, so it's gonna go here. Alright, now we've got sunlight coming in. Which, as you know, plants love that sunlight. So it's getting pretty late to go Get dust. Get some stuff just from nearby. Well. You can always make a little dash back inside if we need to. Well, when we need to. It's 30 minutes, so I'm going to cut this segment. Alright, the Bobmeister 101 here. I hope whatever viewers I have are enjoying these Minecraft videos. To add a bit of a personal touch, I'm going to start throwing in a random clip that I have laying around at the end of each video. Here is me playing the game Scrap Mechanic and doing a strafing run in a fighter plane on a town of sheep and poorly built houses. Alright, and here's the aftermath of that strafing run in the form of one of the houses. As you can see, the entire right half of the house is just missing.